What's up, guys? Jadatoys here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we are finally looking at the Jadatoys Scooby-Doo Series 1 figure set. Now, I finally was able to grab these. I was going to get them at my Big Bag Toy Store and just get them my pile loot, and they would have took forever to get here because I don't have anything on there. I haven't ordered anything yet. But I was able to grab these on Amazon. A decent price. I think they stay close to the $30 range, which is how much these cost. But finally, I've been dying to get these, and I finally got them. So we got, of course, Shaggy Rogers. He's in the front. We got the Creeper, and then Mummy of Ankara. I don't know how you say that. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm really digging what Jade is doing with their figure line, tugging at those childhood memories. Seriously, I remember distinctively watching Scooby-Doo as a kid. The reruns, and recently, I think a couple months ago, I got the whole series on Fandango Now. So I watched them, as much as I can, because I think this was a very fun and unique cartoon. It had the comedy, it had, Scooby, of course, is cute, but you had the funny, you had Shaggy. He was a good comic relief, and it was just a funny show. It was a really fun, cool show that, I think kids today would enjoy as much as we did as kids. Well, I don't know, maybe so. I gotta test that out. One day I'm gonna show them a Scooby-Doo episode and see how they feel. But anyway, as you can see, so they come in these cool box, collector boxes, where you have, of course, the figure inside. You can see everything, but you get the eerie look. You got it's not white or the light. It's this kind of fog effect that's up here on the box. So it's really, really cool. On each side, you have, the characters looking really cool. I really like this. So, you have the three there. I think these are so cool. I really, really like them. I love the artwork. Of course, this is probably modern artwork. This doesn't look like what a classic cartoon artwork would be, but you get the hint. So, the artwork is cool, but the figures is basically what, makes it stand out. So here you are, you got basically, the different, poses you can do. Of course, this is very articulated, so that's really neat. But I'm looking forward to the rest of these. I believe we have Scooby and then two other monsters. I don't remember those monsters. I'm trying to remember if I remember the Creeper, I remember the Mummy. The two figures that are coming with Daphne, those are distinguished because I remember those. I think they were part of the credits, but I'm gonna do my research and look up those episodes before Scooby comes in, but I'm looking forward to this. All right, so let's get these guys out of the packaging and get a closer look at the Jadatoys Scooby-Doo series, Shaggy, Creeper, and Mummy. All right, let's go and get started with the Mummy. Yeah, this one took me by surprise. I actually like this one a lot. This is really cool to have a Mummy figure, and of course a Mummy figure from Scooby-Doo. I think it's just adorable, hilarious. Everything about it is just so fun. I'm really liking this guy. Let's look at a closer look at him. Look at that face. This is my second Mummy figure. Of course, I have the Master Universe Classics Rap Trap. So there's a second Mummy on him. But anyway, look at that face go. It just, you can just hear him go moaning. And you got those red eyes underneath, and you got those straps. And there's a kind of like a brown wash on the figure to give it kind of like a dirty, dungy look, besides just all white. You got little accents of the wrap right here. It comes out like that on the side of the arm. And then on the back of the leg, you got a little bit also. So, very simple. There is a gap right there. I'm wondering If they get, oh, it's not too bad. All right, so articulation, not really movement on the chest, but here you can move the waist a little bit. Is it double? Oh, yeah, double articulated. Oh, well, geez, McFarlane, you got to get some double articulations. That's really cool. He can be drinking his cup. And then double articulation on the legs. He's a contortionist. I didn't even know what those people were called. You know, those double jointed or triple jointed people. Contortist. I can't even say it. Head is back and forth, not really up and down. Pretty cool. You got the legs move up, so you know, really cool, really fun. Fun thing. A lot of posability with this guy, which is really neat. All right, so it does come with a couple of things. What I think is funny is that he comes with 2 fists. Now, seriously, like, I cannot see this guy trying to box Scooby or Shaggy or maybe Fred. You know, that'd be kind of funny, like, if that just came out where he's boxing someone. I just think that's hilarious. I just thought that was a funny addition, because these are cool because, like, you can put out his arms like that, you know, like a mummy, right? But you put 2 fists on him and he's ready to throw down, which is hilarious. Next up, I'm sorry, I had to vent out for a little bit. Anyway, here we have his face sculpt, and that is a beautiful, handsome man right there. Like, I like that face sculpt. Look how detailed that is. That is cool. I like that. And another bonus thing that I like about is you can actually put the wrap around the head as he's being identified, or he's being revealed from Shaggy, or, you know, whoever the gang, you know. If it would be, I would have got away with it. What did he say? I would have got away with it if it wasn't for the menacing kids, you know. But yeah, that's all it comes with. But I mean, it's fun. I like this. It's a fun set. It's just great. You know what I mean? So let me get, well, I'll just do it right here. So let's move him out the way instead of video editing. All right, so next up is, I'm a little disappointed with this guy, just a little bit, because I thought he was taller. Here's a creep. Where's a creeper, right? That's what it's called. Hold on, where is he? Yeah, creeper. Now, I, for some strange reason, thought he was gonna be huge. Maybe like a menace, like a Frankenstein, I was thinking. But he's kind of on the short side. He's actually the same height as Penguin, which is hilarious because I thought he would be taller. I don't know. He looked taller, and he looked taller at San Diego Comic-Con for some strange reason. But he's a shorty. I mean, his legs are short. So I don't remember. I remember part of the cartoon. I don't remember if he was shorter than everybody else. I thought he was bigger, but anyway, that's the only thing I think is kind of weird, is that he's a little short. But that face sculpt, look how gorgeous, look how great that looks. Look at that. They did an awesome job with him. And of course, the body is great, you know, very lurchy, very, you know. And, you know, I just kind of find it funny how small his legs are compared to that. And just like the mummy, he is... Oh, dang. I'm knocking everything out. He's also double jointed. Like, his arms are really long. Like, seriously, that looks crazy. Look how long his arms are. They're so long that the sleeve doesn't fit. But yeah, it's double jointed. Same thing with the feet or the legs, but they're a little tight. Oh, you hear that? So I really can't get it for some strange reason. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to heat it up, but that's the only thing I don't like. I hate that we have to heat things up. This is ridiculous. But anyway, the legs are double jointed, but I'm not gonna be doing any contortions. I can't say it with him. But look at his groovy boots, which go up and down. So, you know, let's see the head. Oh, the head goes around. Wow, it goes all the way up. Like, I can see you. I don't see you. I see you. You know, Well, the Mummy doesn't do that. No. It's really, really cool. There's actually like a little ball joint in there that makes it do the motion. It doesn't... Oh yeah, the Mummy does do that. I wasn't doing it right. My bad. Yeah, he does do the same thing. That's really cool. Yeah, Jada really does. I think, you know. Anyway, my bad. So this coat doesn't come off, or does it? Oh, it does come off. Oh, you can take it off. But I'm not going to take it off. But yeah, I just find it funny how short he's smaller than I thought he would be. I thought he'd be like this big, you know what I mean? Like at least this big, you know? But no worries. Let's look at the stuff that he comes with. Comes with 2 sets of hands. So just kind of open, you know, you can pose them with those in that green color. And then he comes with, which I think is also funny to do the reveal. We got a cool, I mean, this is also a great face sculpt. If you can see it, he's a little chubby guy. So maybe I can see a short chubby guy. And the glasses, I think, are removable. Yeah, I like how small itty bitty his eyes look. Yeah, they're removable. So the cool thing about it is it comes with this other part. It looks funny, but it's actually the mask being pulled off. So I guess you take off the glasses. Let me see how to attempt this. I was trying this earlier, but it wasn't working. Or does it come off? Hold on. I would think you'd come off on the head. Well, anyway. I have to look at online pictures, but I guess I'll just leave the glasses on. I guess you put it on top of his head and it pulls away his face. Which is hilarious. I think that's a lot of, you know, like I said, I give it to Jada for doing some additional details for their stuff to make it fun. And this is fun. I'm telling you, if I would have got them a lot sooner, they would probably be in the top 3 of my whole list. All right, so we're gonna save the best for last. Let's move Shorty out of the way. Shorty. All right. The star of the show, or the star, not the show, but the star of the wave, because you know Scooby was actually the star, right? I wonder if they're gonna do Scrappy. They need to do. I bet you that'd be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I'm saying it now. Let's see this. But here's Shaggy, and Shaggy is Shaggy. I mean, look at him. I love the colors. It looks exactly like the cartoon. The face sculpt is great. He's got that little beard and everything on, the little stubble. He's got a long head, big old head, big old egg head he has. And that skinny neck. And, you know, you can move it around, you know. And you actually can articulate the neck to go forward if he needs to. And then you can, well, there's a little bit of diaphragm swivel here, just tiny though. Then you got, again, double jointed elbows, which is really neat because, you know, you can actually get him scratching his neck or something, which is really cool. Like, I like that. I like this whole double jointed stuff. Oh, and of course they articulate up. So, you know, got a beer, put it in his hand. I'm liking this. This is great. So there's no swivel in the abs, but he definitely got double jointed legs. And then, you know, you got those brown shaggy pants, and then you got the boots go up and down. You know, really fun. I'm really liking this version of Mr. Shaggy. All right, now he comes with a couple of things too. He comes with 2 open hands. So basically when he's running, you can have that pose of him running with the 2 open hands. And then he comes with, did I lose it? Oh, no, here it is. So of course, you know, to get Scooby to do things, you got to give him a Scooby snack. So he comes with his little box of Scooby snacks. And then he actually comes with a little tiny Scooby snack. And they can put it in his hand. You know, here, Shaggy. I mean, here, Scooby. And he actually can hold a little box of Scooby snacks. Yeah, this is super fun. Like, I like this a lot. This is super fun. I'm excited. It's kind of crazy because it's like, normally G.I. Joe Classified and Masters of the Universe and just mainly a main line. And for me to get, you know, Bert and Ernie or Tony the Tiger or, you know, what are the other cereal mascots? And now we got this. I'm just like, I'm looking forward to the whole set. Like, I really am. I can't wait to get that pose. And then last but not least, he does come with his scary face, which is freaking hilarious. Like, I don't know. And you can do so many things with this. Like, you can actually, you know, do a diorama of him running away from the two monsters. Yeah. All right, so let's get these guys all posed out and get my final thoughts on the Jada collection, the Jada Scooby-Doo Series 1 collection. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Scooby-Doo series from Jadatoys Series 1. I freaking love this set. This is definitely, if I got them sooner, it probably would have been in my top 3. Seriously, like, this is just fun. I enjoy so much about this set because the simple fact that it's just harps into my childhood. I remember going home for after school, watching cartoons. I mean, do kids even do that anymore? Is there any cartoons on you know, where they can go home and watch and just you know, kind of desensitized from school and everything and just focus? You know, I miss those times when you just go home and just watch, you know, a show and not think about all the nonsense that's going on. And as a kid, back in the day, we didn't think about stuff, you know, not like now. Like, now we got kids worried about, you know, their parents, if they're coming back home with them, you know, and just like a lot of crazy things that are going on in the world today that our poor kids, you know, they're not thinking about, you know, fun times like this. They're going to have horrible memories. But anyway, I don't want to get into that too much, but I just want to continue about the set. So, you know, like I said, you know, this is just a fun set. I love everything about it. Excuse me. The only nitpick I would say is I thought the creeper would be bigger for some strange reason, but he's so cool. He's hard to pose in terms of moving those legs, in terms of, you know, that you have to heat him up, which kind of sucks. But, you know, the mummy surprised me. I thought I was gonna like the creeper more than the mummy, but the mummy, I just love him. He looks cool. I love the fact that he comes with 2 fists so he can duke it out with someone. And of course, Shaggy, the star of this set. Look at him. I mean, I just I love this. I cannot wait for the rest of them. I cannot wait to, you know, have all these displayed in my home. You know, just definitely gonna make a spot for these because these are great. All right, so these guys are still, you can still get them everywhere. I think Big Bad Toy Store still has them. You can get them on Amazon. I thought I saw a discount on Shaggy for $27. I don't know if it's still up there, but you can still definitely get these. These are worth it, guys. Seriously, like, if you love, you know, old school cartoons, this is cool. Like, I'm looking forward to everything what they're gonna do with this line. It's just great. All right, so you guys have this line. You collect them. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, we will see you. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.